Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back, and today I'm going to be telling you guys who I think the throwback teams are going to be for tomorrow. We get new throwback packs, which means we'll get 2 new teams and probably 2 new event players, possibly even a diamond. We've yet to see one of those, but we've been getting up there in overalls, and I think this week might be the first week where we do see one. But let's get into the hints. I will say, there's only, I think, 8 teams in this list. Grizzlies, Kings, Mavs, Pacers, Pelicans, Spurs, Timberwolves, Wizards. So there's really not a lot of teams left. I think it's 2 per week, so I think it's 8 total weeks, every 2 weeks, 4 teams, again, over those 2 weeks. So I think, again, there's only so many weeks. Some of these teams can be counted out by this first hint that we're going to be talking about. Let's get into it. Franchise A's players have all played for other franchises except for one player. So that eliminates it. Again, all I did was look at a list of players who've only played for one franchise. It's only like, it's really not a lot. Like, it's like 50 players, something like that. Maybe it's a little bit more and I'm judging it wrong, but it's not a lot of players. I narrowed it down to 3 teams from that. 3 teams for Team A. The Pacers with Rick Schmitz, the Timberwolves with Nikola Pekovic, however you say his name, and then the Grizzlies with Mike Conley. These guys are all in the collections, on the game, and everything like that. I'm not including, players who aren't in those collections, because that's how it's been all year. Now, if the hint is not properly worded, which they've done before, and it's not just players who are in those collections, then it could be any freaking team in the game, so it wouldn't do anything. But honestly, I'm going to bank on the fact that this is properly worded, and Team A is narrowed down to those 3. Then we move to hint number B, or whatever. Hint B also shows us that Franchise B has 2 players currently playing for the Rockets. That's pretty easy to get together there if we go over to one team right here in 2K. If we go over to the Pelicans in game, you guys can see in this collection Eric Gordon and Trevor Ariza, 2 players from Franchise B that are playing for the Rockets. I'm not sure if there are any other players in any of these franchises that plays for Rockets, so like, I think that automatically makes this team Team B. The Pelicans, also the third hint, really narrows it down to this team. So yeah, Team B is this Chris Paul. It's coming tomorrow. If it's not, then they messed up the hints. But I do think they messed up the hints as we get to this next one, because it just doesn't make sense. I've been sitting here scratching my head over it, and it does not, like, this first part, it just doesn't make sense. I think they mixed it up a little bit, and they mixed up the wording, which they've done before, but we will see. I don't know, honestly. Again, I'm just going off what they give me, and it doesn't add up. Franchise, we're going on to hint number 2. Franchise A includes a player whose first dunk contest appearance was also the first appearance in franchise history, okay? So that, again, we've already narrowed it down to these 3 teams. So when I go to these 3 teams, none of that fits. So if we go over to realbasketballgm.com, you guys can see it shows like the team's selections for the dunk contest. And we go down to the bottom for the Pacers, it's Terrence Stransberry or whatever his name is. So that doesn't make sense. In fact, I don't think any of these guys, I know Antonio Davis is in some collections, not the Pacers, but none of these guys are in that collection, so it can't be the Pacers. Now we're over here on the Timberwolves collection, as you guys can see, which I've got a good number of these done. And again, the first player to play in the dunk contest for them is Doug West. I don't know who Doug West is, but he's not in this set unless he changed his name, which actually the very next player is J.R. Ryder in 93-94, and he is actually Isaiah Ryder in this set. So I think somehow the wording got mixed up here, and it's going to be that one right there is supposed to be the hint. And then if we go over to the Grizzlies, though, there also is something confusing there, where I'll go over to the Grizzlies on 2K as well, which it could be them too. I'm not sure. I think they just messed up the hint. They did this before. I think they did it once again here. So we go over to the Grizzlies, and again, the first player to compete in the dunk contest for them, it says, well, actually, it says the Vancouver Grizzlies, Stromile Swift was the first person in the dunk contest, and then if you go up to another one, Hakeem Warwick was their first person in the dunk contest, and then after that, it also shows Rudy Gay. Now, honestly, again, none of these guys, Rudy Gay is up here, and he is in the set, but he's not the first person to compete for the first franchise. Like, that just doesn't add up, so I don't know. Again, I have no clue. Unless Hakeem Warwick didn't play, which maybe he didn't. I don't know. I can search it real quickly. But Hakeem Warwick definitely played in the dunk contest, so this is kind of confusing. I don't really know what that hint is. It's just wrong. I think it's wrong, to be honest. We go to the tip B. Franchise B includes a player whose first dunk contest appearance was for this team. Again, I'm thinking it's the Pelicans. I don't really know. Hint 2. This just doesn't seem properly worded to me. Like, that don't make no sense. Again, though, we already know what Team B is because of hint number 3, which right now we get into. It says, again, we'll go to the second part of the hint. Franchise B includes a player who has graced the cover of an NBA 2K game in the past. Now, there's only been so many 2K covers, and none of the players in any of the sets besides Chris Paul has been on 2K. Again, I looked all the players, like, I literally am looking at the covers. I could name drop. Paul George, not in any of the sets. Durant, Curry, Harden, Anthony Davis, none of them are in these sets. LeBron, not in the sets. Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose, none of them are in the sets. Michael Jordan, not in any of the sets. Kobe, Kevin Garnett, not in any of the sets. So Shaq, he is in a set, but we already got it, so that doesn't make sense. Ben Wallace, not in any of the sets. Iverson, not in any of the sets. Yeah, and that's it, I think. So it's literally, Team B is going to be Chris Paul on the Pelicans if it's not. And then we go to the first part, actually, because I did the second part of hint number 3. Franchise A includes a recent three-point contest champion. I'm thinking this could be Kevin Love. I mean, I don't know if anyone's actually ever won it for the Grizzlies. Let me check that really quickly. Okay, so no one's actually ever won it for the Grizzlies, but for the Timberwolves has been Kevin Love, and that was 2012. So I'm thinking it's going to be the Timberwolves tomorrow is the first set, and then the second set should be the actually the Pelicans, which is good for me. The Pelicans won. Finally, we get that. But yeah, it's kind of confusing, but again, yeah. I don't know, man. Come on to the Timberwolves. I almost have all these done, so to be honest, that one doesn't help me out at all. Yeah, again, I don't even know who we could get for this as an event player either. I was kind of hoping the Wizards would be one, so we get maybe Agent Zero, but that doesn't look like that's happening. And again, yeah, we do get the Pelicans finally, which is nice, because I don't have any of those players, and this Chris Paul card is going to be nasty. Definitely will be, and he got a boost. So that's who I think the teams are, man. Nice quick video. Yeah, if it's not those teams, then we're wrong. Oh, well, but I think that's who it is. But yeah, are you guys hyped for these? Are you finally hyped for this Chris Paul player, man? We've been waiting on this for a while now, so this is going to be a dope card. Definitely going to go get it. And again, I don't think anyone's been able to unlock it because I'm pretty sure all the gold cards haven't been in circulation at all. Like, they haven't been in any kind of pack, so that will be dope. Really exciting, but yeah, obviously that Jamal Mashburn's going to go for a lot at the top of the collection. I had him early in the year when I pulled him. Probably should have kept on to him. I think I only made I think I made 60K empty of him. Looking back, I wish I kept him because he might go for a ton tomorrow unless the packs are juiced like they have been for the past few weeks. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Peace, man.